Hello everyone. Let me introduce the paper Literature in Context. In this course, we shall examine the literature from a different perspective. We would be looking at key historical and cultural context in which literature has been produced through the ages. We would also try to explore the complex interactions between literature and its context, means particular literary trends, movements, text, important historical and literary events, and issues within each period. Literature in Context by Paul Poplawski would be the primary text for our study. This text has been written and designed especially for undergraduates to provide a detailed contextual reference material to support the study of English literature from the Middle Ages to the present. In this attempt, we would be looking into religion, politics, economics of society, cultural aspects of the period, and all other related aspects that formed the framing of society and framing of the literature. Let me give you a brief overview of the course. As the title, English Literature in Context implies, this is going to be the story of English language and the story of English literature. There is a detailed treatment of the particular trends, text, and context within each period, and this will help you to understand the period rather systematically. This course is intended to familiarize the students with the social and historical context of English literature, especially the process by which historical knowledge and understanding are shaped. This is one of the core courses of any student of English literature anywhere in the world. At the same time, this could also be of use if you have a general interest in literature. And if you are one of those who are interested in knowing a little bit more about historical overview, literary overview, text and issues on which this has been written and how it influences different kinds of people at different levels in society. When you read the historical overview, you will come to know all major historical and cultural events alongside key literary developments. So, the focus of the book is primarily on literature from the United Kingdom, and we should be focusing on the history of England and how it went on to become a global kind of literature in later centuries. Let me also give you few more details about how the course is going to be structured at this time of COVID-19 and what and how we will be covering the entire course. We will be engaging the entire text in the next 2 semesters, and in this semester, Dr. Tom C. Thomas will be dealing with the Renaissance and Professor Sunil KV will be dealing with the Restoration and 18th century, and I will be covering the Romantic period. So, what exactly is this course about? Or, what is a history of English literature? Without hesitation, we would answer a chronological and narrative history of English literature or account of the books which have been written in the English language. Or you might say, whatever literature has been produced by the English people or whatever has evolved from the land of England. Its chief aim should be to give a clear and systematic account not of the achievements of successive great writers merely as such, but of national changes and development. In short, what I'm trying to say is that literature of any age is necessarily shaped and colored by all the elements which entered into the civilization of that age. Means we would be looking into religion, as I said earlier, politics, society, culture, all other related aspects that have formed the framing of society and framing of literature. Which period and when did all this history happen? In that sense, we would be looking at history from very vast point of view. I would say from Chaucer to Chinua Achebe. Chaucer, the greatest English poet of the Middle Ages, and Chinua Achebe, a Nigerian novelist, poet, professor of the postmodern period. In that sense, the range would also be pretty broad from the Anglo-Saxons to the postmodern period. Who does this course talk about? This course will be talking about not just about authors. We will be talking about authors, kings, bishops, monks, priests, rulers, commoners, and even about scientists, artists, and a whole set of people who have contributed to the emergence of a particular kind of writing, particular kind of dissemination of literature. Which is going to be our location? Where has all these things happened? Quite interestingly, all of these events happen in battlefields, in churches, in courts, in coffee houses, inns, theaters, in publishing houses, and even on the streets. Why is this course important for you? It is very important to see the connections, to see how text and context have been framed at different historical point of time. It means we try to see historical contextualization of literature. We look into the historical circumstances. It is a role of literature to ask questions not only about history, but the process by which historical knowledge and understanding are shaped or framed as it is today. So, my dear friends, I wish all the best wishes to all of you. Wish you all a great academic experience. Thank you.